How's it going, everybody? I don't know if you watched the preparation stream first. So what we have here is 6 milk crates full of traps, some more stuff over here, more stuff over there. In this stream, we're gonna get you around all of it. So I'm gonna set you up like that. So we're gonna start out with the stuff right here. So I wanted to get into trapping this summer, and I did. And so the first step I took was kind of pointless, but I went to my local trading post and I bought this Duke 110 body grip. And then my neighbor, all I really know about it is I'm assuming it's Victor coil spring trap for coyote. And then next, I got this Duke 120. It's starting to rust. And then, real close to me, we got 12 Conibear 330s, like legit Conibears. And I'll show you guys one of them. I don't have all 12 of them here, but I have like 8, I believe. I don't have all 12 of them on me. Some of them are up to my mom's house because I plan to do beaver trapping up there. So yeah, I bought 4 of these and my dad bought 6. The only thing I'm going to be showing you that I think my dad owns is the 6. No. Dad bought 8. So yeah, Dad owns 8 330s. I own the rest. Now, we got one viewer. Thank you. That's the 8 out of the 12 that we have 330s. That's the other stuff I just showed you. And then before we get to the big haul of stuff, I got my Lynx exclusion devices over here. I picked these up at Aubuchon's, a couple of Victor rat traps. And these are what I want to show you. I got these off F&T Trading Post. It's currently sold out. But I bought, so, 1, wow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Belle Isle 120 Super X body grip traps. So far we've covered the little collection stuff in the those 2 purchases. So now I've showed you all the trapping purchases that I made except for the big one. This one I wanted to get the little stuff out of the way first. So I didn't even, oh well, no. Once I got my weasel, I had to buy those 2 wooden stretchers. Turns out it was the big one I needed. Okay, now that's everything except for the giant purchases. I'm not expecting a whole lot of people will be on here right like now. I'm assuming more people will join on, after this live's over because most people are at work. We got, I don't even know, well over a dozen old school muskrat stretchers. We even got some like mink ones, but they're mainly muskrat right there. And we got, I don't really know what that is. These, yeah. Oh, I know what these are now. These are coon stretchers. And then these 3 huge ones are coyote stretchers. So, yeah. That's the stretchers I got from that man. Now we're going to go over the 6 milk crates of traps. So, first we'll start off and get these 2 out of the way. 2 viewers, drop a comment, please. You know where you're tuning in from. Yeah, we'll start with this red milk crate right here. Today's sponsor is brought to you. No, I'm just kidding. Drink water, it's good for you. Okay, let me put my gloves on. 3 viewers, thank you for tuning in. Comment, let me know which state or country you're watching from. Okay, so this one has a V on it, so it says something too, but it's too worn down to tell. They I don't know if these are considered long springs, but the way it works is like this one pushes down, then you open the jaw. I can figure something out, so let's get going. No, don't change up my set. Okay, so yeah, this is basically all the same stuff, I think. This is has a V on it, and I don't really know what the sizes are on these. I'm not that educated. But I do know it's a single long spring. I believe these are Victor traps. Like a muskrat trap, you know? Yeah. Single long spring muskrat trap. Some of these ain't rusted too bad, and some of them are like really bad. This is one I was just showing you guys. See, I don't really know what you call these. There's 4 people watching. If any of you are trappers out there, is that considered a long spring too? How it like has that? It has a swivel there. It has a metal tag on it from the previous owner. I'll have to make sure to get that off and put my own tag on it. But yeah, another, I believe, water foothold. Okay, I believe like that first long spring I showed you. Yeah, I think there's a lot of like, see you later, Mom. You can always remember watches after they're not live no more. I know you're busy working. Don't get in trouble. Single long spring Victors. I'm sure there's a lot of these that are like the same strap. I'm gonna try to organize up what I have here, son. This one's a little different, I think. I just think the long spring piece is different. I don't know if I'm talking too loud. It's a ways away, so I'm trying to talk loud. Yeah, another Victor single long spring. They're all averaging roughly like the same size. What is this? I'm gonna have to talk to a trap collector I know. This might be $1 million. No, I doubt it. I'm still new to the trapping thing. I've only been into it for I don't know how long. I don't know what that is for trap. Instead of having a V, it has like 2 holes. It's another like one spring piece thing. It just fell out, so I wanted to get that out of the way. It's same thing as this one I put up here. Just a little bit smaller version. I want to get into this and show you guys this thing. This chain is wicked sticky. Like it's the way it is, it sticks to the other chain really bad. We'll get this out of the way. Another, same size as the rest. Victor muskrat foothold. I don't really know what they are. They're rusty, so you can't really just find a spot where it tells you what size it is, you know? Don't really look like that. Yeah, these are all water set footholds too. Okay, it's another one. I'll research and figure out what these are. It has the 2 holes on the pan, and it's a round pan. Yeah, see, it ain't like the Victor ones I've shown you. 6 viewers. Make sure I'm putting it up there because it's the same brand as those ones, same style at least. I want to get to this one because a wide spread of stuff in here. Yeah, I've never even seen anything like this. 6 viewers. Make sure to comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate people joining on. The growth in the channel's been amazing over this fall and early winter. Channel's grown a lot. As I continue to reach more people, and by you guys hitting that subscribe button, it'll happen. FBM Maine Outdoor Journal. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know how long you've been watching, but I've sent you some. Oh, if you're still on, can you tell me what the heck this contraption is? I almost see Wild's like, is that homemade? Well, probably can't use that anyway. Yeah, trying to go through all these. I got all them. Joe, if there's a V on the pan, does that mean they're the Victor brand? Like V's on the pan, I'm assuming that's for Victor. Yeah, you must know all about it, but I'm trying to. This chain right here sticks terrible. Yes, sir. I'm assuming you're talking about that means it's Victor. I'm figuring this stuff out. There's a collector that has a ton of traps that I can use for out on the field. So I'm going to bring him stuff like this that I can't really use. I probably could for beaver, but I'm more of a going to use those for the beaver. Yeah, and I'm going to try to trade him anything I have in here that might be collectible. But yeah, we're working on getting this one out. Stop loss trap. 10 viewers. Wow, that's awesome. Let's see if we can get 11, because 10's the most I've ever had watching on a stream. If we could break that, would be incredible. Something just freed up a little bit. They say don't smoke, kids, but this might be worse on your lungs. All this rust dust. Yeah. Let me get you into it. See? Yeah. We're going to be a while. This is going to be a long stream. 12 minutes in. And not halfway through this milk crate. We covered the other stuff, so we are making accomplishments. Wow. Oh, there's a piece of wire. Yeah, that he's holding all of the end rings by. I see what you did. Yeah. That's freed up. Yeah, he had a piece of wire wrapped, twisted, holding all the rings. Yeah, I don't know what this piece is for. It looks like an extra spring thing. But see how that has teeth on the jaw? Cannot use that. I believe you can use teeth underwater, but I ain't too interested in doing foothold sets underwater. Oh, yes, sir. So see this? This piece. That's getting its own shelf. That might be a collector's item. I gotta talk to the guy. Yeah, see all these rings? They're all held on by that piece of wire. Because, yeah, I know trapping season's ended, except for, the beaver and muskrat. I'm trying to get set up for everything over the year. That's another one of those. This one has readable stuff on the pan. 9 viewers. Let's see if we can get 11. That's my goal for this. 11 viewers. That'd be the most I've had on a stream. At once. Chester. It's got a whole dictionary written on it. I'll make it out later. Oh, okay. So, what do I use these for? Like muskrat water sets? because they have teeth, so I know that much. You can't use them on land. Because most of these, like all these traps right here, come from a big rat trapper. So most of this stuff was used for muskrats. That's another one of those contraptions. I would trade them. Okay. Yeah, because the guy I'm talking to, I ain't gonna say his name on here. He, only a few minutes from me. He's a big trap collector. He doesn't trap, but it's like hobby collecting. The guy's got like 10 grand worth of traps. Because I want to get some, dog-proof coon cuffs off him. I want to get some mid body grips, like anything from like 160 to 280 for otter. Is that what I should be looking for? Like the 160 to 280 range for otter. And I also need some coil spring traps for the coyote. But yeah, another one of those thingies. That's so weird, because I thought the spring support come from this. So, is this another one of those? The weird ones that have extra things. I'm just gonna turn this up. I'm breathing in a lot of rust. There's like no ventilation in here. Another one of these, whatchamacallits, stop loss. Stop loss. We'll call them stop loss. Thanks to Joe. I'm assuming he's talking about these. That one's got a extra chain on it. Don't know what that was about, but okay. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna take in like all these footholds and stuff, because I ain't gonna be a big foothold water trapper guy. I say that, and I probably will become one. But whatever he'll trade for me to get me, like otter body grips and dog-proof coon traps, that's what I'm trying to get right now. Another one of these. Okay, that one has a Victor. That's another one of those stop loss traps. Maybe I'll use these. I know this is the 6th one I'm pulling out right here. Yeah, this is gonna make 1 dozen for the stop loss. 4 viewers. I mean, I do have 1,300 followers, but I'm still blown away. Like, if I get 8 people watching, that's like, wow. I'm not like 1,300 viewers. Why ain't 1,000 watching? Like, it makes my day when I see 10 people watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. So all of them that have that extra weird spring are those stop loss traps. That one has, it's like the 3rd different type of extra trap. The ones that just fall into the bottom and trying to get out. Okay, finally another one of these. Single long spring. It's getting sweaty. Single long spring footholds. Another Victor tooth stop loss. Whoa. Someone's got like that on the end of it. I'm assuming this is a form of double long spring. Too big to use on land, I think. Probably have to use that for beaver. We'll put that up there for now. I want to get more of those single long spring Victors, because right now it's all that's left is just like, I'm still gonna separate them all, but it's all these ones. missing none of the chat. There ain't a whole lot rolling in, so there ain't much. I keep checking on it every now and then. But I understand a lot of people at work at like this time, so come on, Luce. Lucy's just peeking through the door like, can I come in? Come on, Luce. I got Lucy in the stream. Okay, another one end pinch thing. It's like a round pan. There's wording on it, but I can't really make it out at the moment. Long chain. The bottom is where I'm going to put all these smaller round pan caps. Because trust me, that's like all that's left in this crate is those round pan ones, but we'll sort them out. Okay, another round pan, little thing. Another one. And another one. Yeah, it's like 3 of the same foothold. I'll open that garage door up, see if we can get some ventilation. That's actually hard on the lungs. Yeah, lights the place right up. Hopefully make it able to breathe in here some. Okay, here's one that was just randomly sitting on the floor. Hard telling when that dropped. These are a pain in the butt. I might actually be on the verge of like a 2-hour live stream. This is really the only one that's solid full leg holds. The other one are Connor Bears. Them ought to come apart easy. The pan. Those is just in the bottom. It's one of those stop blocks we'll put on this shelf right here. Two traps at the bottom. I think we're going to call those stop loss. And these just little round pan things. Wicked long tangly chain. Victor has this stop loss. Then over in Dad's box trailer, I kind of claimed I'll hang these all up by like traps, by different types. That's what we got left in this milk crate. old-timer pocket knife, but I didn't bring that for the zip tie traps, but there's also this round wrapped up wire holding a bunch together. I didn't think to bring out dikes. Maybe I shouldn't be trapping though if I can't unwrap this wire. Yeah, how I got these straps, there was this guy on Uncle Henry's, and he said, text this number if interested. I was like, these still available? He's like, yeah. Yeah, see, unwrap that. And I was like, I told him I'm 14 years old trying to get set up into trapping. What do you do on them? And he had me call him, prove I'm a real person. Once he found I was genuine, 14-year-old trying to get into trapping, he gave this stuff to me. I don't know if he's watching. I thought I sent him the link to my page on like December when I got these, but I just sent it to him this morning. I was like, oh shoot, I don't think I ever did. So if he's watching, thank you very much, and a huge shout out to you for giving me this stuff. Yeah, that was holding all them together too. Oh, look how easy them come apart. It's got like extended chain. Another little round pan, tiny foothold. Them all come apart wicked easy. And they are all the same exact trap too. So I'm not even going to go through them individually with you guys because I want to move on. But they're all this foothold right here. See that? Two viewers, 2 likes, thank you. Okay, so 1 milk crate down. Got all those round footholds, the stop loss ones, single long springs, Victors, then this big one. That can go down there. That's just another one of those round pan little ones. That one's bigger, so we'll keep it out. This one can just go down there with those little, I'm calling them round pan ones. Yeah, so we'll do this one next because it has the big juicy footholds. Because it's a big difference when you're talking to a guy. I'm getting set up to go out in the field. He's a collector. So that's nothing to me. I'd trade that in for 2 coon cuffs that I can use. And you might see that and be like, I can make out pretty well and get that trap right there and get rid of 2 coon cuffs that are just collecting dust, So I want to see what I got here for collectible stuff. Because I think he's only like 15 minutes away from me. So, okay, this is mixed with very large body. It's mixed with body grips and large tooth footholds. So on these, the dog is where you're going to get your brand name. But I'm assuming this is like a 150s, I believe the 160s are double springs. So this is probably like a, there. Oh. It's probably like, yeah, I'm assuming like a 150, but I don't. The body grips is what I know the most knowledge on, and I don't even know a whole lot on those. It's got lettering. Conibear. Well, I see a C and O and some other letters. Super rusty, but the only body grip name I can think of that has a C is conibear. Work the safety down. Yeah, the body grips are what interest me the most. You know, the beaver trap and the otter trap and the marten, the muskrat. Footholds, besides for fox and coyote and coon. Nah. There. So yeah, I'm assuming this is a 150, but no clue, to be honest. Just giving what I think. You know, you gotta remember, there's a dragon here. There's a drag. And this trap has no dog. I've seen them with no safeties, but I've never seen a dogless trap. Oh, no. I feel ashamed now. The dog's right here. I know they come with traps. There's no such thing as trap that don't come. No such thing as body grip. Body grip that don't come with a dog unless it fell off. Because you need the dog for the whole trap to work. You can't. It's kind of like underwear. You just can't live without them. You need them. At least I do. I ain't even gonna try to make it out. I'm just guessing these are conibears. These are the exact same trap. So whatever they are, I got 2 of them. But yeah, this is the drag. I don't know if you can see it as the chats. Okay. So that's the drag. Hooked to the side of this massive square pan. It don't even say. Like one of those double long spring thingies. Not long. Maybe just double spring. I know where that square pan come from. Those in the bottom come off this one. Yeah. It's literally just a smaller version. This one has a drag on it. See, I'll just put that up here with the big footholds for now. I see another drag, guys. So this drag, ooh, this is another one of those square pan ones. This one's got teeth on both sides. This might be something trade-inable. Got the drag on it. That's going up here on the shelf. Nope, he said anything with teeth interests him. This is a Victor round pan, can go on the bottom shelf. Same thing, another Victor round pan trap. Another drag stuck in the wall. So yeah, another. They're the same Victor round pan. Whatever they are. We got a. Oh, that's sweet. We got a body grip. Just spaghetti thin spring. It's wicked thin. With no chain. And no dog. Just the, I can get a dog, and I will, just to make this usable. But yeah, it's missing a dog and a chain, and yeah, I'm assuming this was like a cheap 110. Yeah, as thin as it is, I'd have to imagine. I don't think that was ever a 220. Could have been. Yeah, that's the pieces why we've got those holding stuff together. And also, when we get to the crate just for 110s and 120s, see more of the being connected. Okay, no name, another square pan. Put that up on this shelf right here with the large foothold. There we go, finally. Didn't think we were gonna see one of these. Victor double long spring. I'll just put the double long springs with the regular long springs. Ooh, we got a coil spring. We got a coyote trap. Sweet. So there's 4 traps left in this crate to go through. So I believe this chain was caught in the drag. I hate when they do this, the springs. It's supposed to be on the same side, not diagonal. Yeah, same trap, so I got possibly 4 of the same body grip. I'm assuming these are 150s, but if you guys know, let me know, please. I really didn't think I had any coil springs, but this is why you gotta go through the traps individually. Yeah, because like, see this one, the springs like that. This one's gonna be a pain in the butt. This one's rusty. This one's bad. Ouch. Oh, maybe it didn't help that the safety was fighting against me. Just compare them real quick. I believe these are, yeah, 4 of the same body grips. Now, does it say the size? Like, is it? Well, obviously it's a coil spring. Number 2, Victor, mint condition. I'll just have to drill a hole because the chain has to be in the center, not the end. The draw spread might be a little too big, so we might have to do some modification, but yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Coil spring trap. You know what, I'm gonna put that up there. And then another, like, square pan, weird foothold with a drag on it. I have to take all the owner's old tags off too. But yeah, the old owner's tags. Tags of my own on them. Empty milk crate number 2. I'll give you a recap. So that's the body grips. That's the empty traps. That's our single long springs and our double long spring. That's the bigger. That's my coil spring. That's the stop loss. Still got these ones real quick. I'm going to put what we have for body grips on top. This is, well, part of like a 110. Then all 4 of these are the same trap. I believe these are like 150s. Yeah, but besides that one, I'll probably bring the collector those and those. Yeah. So I think we'll yeah, we'll do one that's solid full of footholds. Those 2 are nothing but body grips. That's a mix of these 2 shelves. And then that's all footholds. So we did foothold, mix of foothold and body grip. So we'll do foothold again. Yes. Quite a lot of traps, actually. Okay. It's like, yeah. I think there might be some coil springs in here. So far, my favorite foothold's either been that double long. No. This coil spring. Because it's one of the expensive ones. Another Victor single long spring. Go with a run of them I have right here. Oh, never mind, there's some body grips in here. Not many, but there is some. I was the one that put them into these crates because they were in like miscellaneous boxes, but I didn't go through them like at all. brandless. This is weird shape though. Yeah, I don't see. I think it's been dyed over, but I don't see a name. Or it's just been super bent. If I have any trappers watching, you want to let me know, off or on the stream. Is that just a really bent body grip? So yeah, that's a 110. I know that much. Even though they're bent. Probably is lettering on them. It's just too hard to tell. So yeah, we'll set these on the floor and add them to the top shelf after these two. I don't know brand. Ooh, we got a good coil spring. Ooh, that one ends with a swivel. Sweet, that's gonna help me out. Victor. I think it's jammed up. Oh yeah. See that mud has that thing sealed right up. Hi, Lucy. See if we can there. Free it up. Second coil spring. I can use those. Okay, so yeah, got this. There's a few more of those body grips, and then more just miscellaneous little footholds. This one is a mix of, you know, those and those. And those two are just solid body grips. I know because I've been through them. Not thoroughly one by one, but I've been goofing off in them a little bit. Being too lazy to do the stream because I was like, I don't want to go through all my traps because I planned on doing a stream, which I'm doing right now. Another one of these little round pan spring on the side, long chain, footholds. The bottom shelf is packed with those right now. So this one's missing a pan. Let's see if we, yeah. This one's a little bit bigger than the others, but another long spring Victor. A little bit bigger because I have 1, 2, like 6 or 7. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. Of those same size single long spring. Another single long spring. This one's gonna have a lot more of those, you know, long spring, whatever size they are. I got a bunch of them. Gotta push that ahead a little so I maybe breathe in a little less. Nice. Another big, beefy Victor coil spring. That one is sealed up tight. You're gonna have to free that up later. You know what? I'm gonna put the coil springs in this, so I have more room. There's only 3 right here, but we'll set this right over there at the end of the shelf, and we'll add coil springs as we get them. That's what I'm interested in the most for these, because they're, you know, for the parts. That's a weird one. Oh, wicked easy pan, so I think I can just push it down and demonstrate. Not pan, spring. One that goes wicked easy. Oh yeah, we're setting this right now. This one ain't got much for a spring on it at all. Yeah, that's weird. See? Yeah, that one's weird. I'm gonna put that. I'll just put it down at the bottom of the round pan ones for now. We'll keep digging. This one's missing a pan. Put another one of those, you know, pushes down at the end traps. Another bottom shelf trap. I've got so many of those, it's ridiculous. If you're in the state of Maine and you have used traps, you're not being greedy and would sell or trade for something affordably, drop a comment and I'll give you my email. This one's a little bit bigger and it has some wording on the pan, but I'm not super worried about reading them right now. This is another one of those. That one goes hard though. Has the second smaller jaw. And the last guy's tag. This one's got springs. It's almost. Is there such thing as a single coil spring? Because that's what I'd be calling this. I don't know. We're just going to put the little footholds down at the bottom shelf. Now they're starting to get a little different from each other, but another Victor. When are you going to tell me what size these are? I don't know. Another, like I have like a dozen going now of the single long springs. All in like the same size. Okay, now we're at a section with body grips. Which I'm excited for. I always like the body grips. I see Taiwan on it. So it's more or less, most likely, it's a Duke. Because the Belle Isles and, well, it clearly isn't a Belle Isle. I know the body grips enough to know that. These are most likely like a Duke or a Victor or a Bridger body grip 110. Problem is there's deep rust on the dog. Yeah, I didn't realize how many, shoot. Body grips were actually mixed in with these footholds. Like, see, I see a body grip. I see a single long spring. Another one of those weird round pan thingies. Single long spring body grip. Possibly a coil spring in there. Whatever the heck that is. Yeah, whatever the heck that is down there. So yeah, we're gonna put you right back up and continue to go through this stuff. I'm gonna pick out all these body grips. Yeah, they're the same brand too. It's so weird too. I ain't figuring out. It's more of the bent ones. You know? Maybe they're just some Chinese don't have a brand. Maybe he bought them off Temu back in the 70s when he was looking for 110. Surprisingly, like Temu and eBay is not cheaper. It's more expensive than like F&T and Minnesota Trapline and stuff. Another one of these Taiwan body grips. Oh, this one's different than the other two styles we pulled out. Oh, and it's got lettering too. Another 110. It's just so simple. They don't have the bends or the funny corners. Britain. I don't really know, but that one says Britain. Another one of these. I'm just gonna call them Chinese straps. I don't even know what they are. They feel like something you'd try to buy Belle Isles on Temu, and this is what you get, you know. I ain't very good with the body grip brands unless the basics, you know, Bridger, Victor, Belle Isle, Duke, and that's about it. I just run out. Another Temu 110. Definitely not from Temu, but you get the gist of it. And I don't think they just got accidentally bent because they're all like that. Maybe this one will, oh no. No drag, but another one of those like square pan, big footholds. Got a lot going on just like this now. Come on, I want to see some more coil springs. Oh, here we go. Ooh, I think that guy was talking about these too for his collection. It says Juanita, which I'm pretty sure is Victor. Jump, 91. May 28, 07. I'll show you guys. I was wondering. See? Juanita, Jump, 91. May 28, 07. I almost want to send him pictures, but then I kind of don't. I want to just show up to his place and be like, "Hey, here's what I got." Okay, we just pulled out a couple more body grips. That's the last of the body grips straight. It's like fishing line mixed in with it. See? Okay, so let's see if we can read this dog. No, I don't see nothing on this dog either. Kind of needs a new safety, don't you think? Not safety, but trigger. It's another one of those square Britain ones, I think those were. More of the Chinese ones. I don't know if the Chinese guys. Just kidding. I don't know what they are, so we're calling them Temu. Oh, I believe these are the fancier ones. Got a couple of them going. See the fancy bends in the corners? It's all for show. The Brit, I used to think it was ugly, but the Belle-Isle's got something going on with the looks. Kind of cool, but kind of weird too. I realized it don't make them do this at all, the Belle-Isles. They don't, the springs don't do that. Because that dog is fighting against me, and I'm just going to leave, well, I don't want to leave it just like this. Rust dust, not good. Lucy, come here. You keep an eye on her. She usually don't go anywhere, but sometimes she wanders. Lucy, she's been coming in and out, so I'm sure she ain't went anywhere. Some more. Holy smokes. Some more single long springs. Oh, guess it isn't the last of the body grips. Oh, we got a coil spring. With the ring at the end of the chain is... No, this one... I'm gonna lean back here, get out of that dust. I don't need bad lungs. Never smoked a day in my life, so I don't need bad lungs. I don't know what it is. Another Victor coil spring. To go in the milk. One of them stop loss. Temu 110. I'm just gonna shut up and start getting through these. Such a nice day out, though. Temu 110. Okay, now I see another. That's all we got left. Not much in this pack. I'm kind of thinking it's like a skinning hanger. by its feet. Has this ring right here. Yeah, I bet you that's what that is actually. Yep. That's just gonna sit out separate. Then I got this strap right here that has that, and I ain't got a clue what that is. There's another one. Huh, no idea. They might not even be for trapping purposes. Oh, there's something else in here too that I don't know. Jeez. What's this? It's called a Duracell AA. I don't know what that was doing in here, but okay. Another Victor coyote trap. As long as the jaw spread isn't more than like 5 3/8, we can use them. We can modify them to where they are, so that's good. Another coil spring. Because I also have this Victor coil spring from my neighbor. I'm gonna mix that in with all the. Dang, another coil spring. I didn't realize we had a. This way you gotta go through your traps before you go trap shopping. Oh, trying to get a. There, just had to open it, make them lean back. Another coil spring. That's sweet. Maybe I don't need. Like we have all kinds on the bottom shelf. Okay, so final to wrap up this milk crate. 2 of the little round pan thingies that go on the bottom shelf. And 2 single long springs right here. Another empty milk crate. So let's go over everything. The next one. So we got 2 of these 110s. 4 of these 110s. I don't even know how weird 110s right here. That's a lot of body grips for not even knowing I had body grips in that milk crate, because that's body grips and that's body grips. That's it. Then more. That's a lot, guys. So we'll do this one next, and then we'll go. I don't know what happened there. My heart dropped. I really didn't want to do a part 2. I wanted to get this whole stream up, because I can't redo this. You know, like I can't find out that I own coil spring traps. Those faces I can't redo. All this talking would be different. None of it's scripted, what I'm saying, but okay. So this is our big foothold and body grip mix. Then it's straight body grips. So if you're here just for leg holds, well, nobody's here at the moment. We got 0 viewers. But if you're here for the footholds after this crate, you can go eat lunch. I'm gonna try keeping you guys right there. See how that works. The sun's glaring in the video and in real life, so I don't know on the screen what you guys can see. Putting these on just keep resting. And my hands warm from the metal. I don't know why. It's easier to play in them when you got gloves on. I ain't no wimp. I spend a lot of time without them, but I think this is another one of those like 150s or so. Body grip. Just miss it. Wow. I keep looking up there because I've been for an hour. So yeah. Oh, this is a coil spring. Wow. Look at that big old trap. Then this one was one of those like square pan that's missing it. Two of these like rectangle footholds. We'll put up here with the other large footholds. Victor single thing round pan in super large version. Put that up there with the large footholds for the collector to graze through. It's got teeth on both sides. It's another one of these square pan rectangle weird ones. There's an awful lot of metal. Holy. Wow, that one's got quite the pan on it there. That's a big pan. Another rectangle thing. And this is for the bottom shelf, one of those Victors. This one's all bent to crap. Pan, the thick trap. It's the bottom shelf, you know, got all kinds of these little footholds. This is probably too big for Coyote. I'd probably still use it, just have to do modifications. Oh, I can get this opened right up. I'm going to set this. You guys will. I'll put this up there with the other. This ain't the one. But okay, so we're down to like 6 of these footholds for this crate. Then we're working on that's just nothing but body grips. A toothed square pan line. I'm missing the pan, but another toothed one. And another square pan tooth trap. So all 3 of these, the same trap. One of these has a drag, so it's making it real tangled. This one, the square pan. It's got the things on both sides, but ain't really like a coil spring. Yeah, with a drag. Another large foothold. That's filling up quick. Okay, now both of these are coil springs. And they're very big. Probably too big to use for Coyote. Oh, that's got quite the chain on it. Yep. This one we're going to set right on the ground and measure the jaw spread. This one is the same trap. So yeah, we'll drop that in the coil spring. Okay. So this crate is now complete. Now it's straight to the nothing but body grips now. All the leg holds are all over. And I think the dog is bent. I'll show you guys. See? It's bent up. I'm still gonna measure it anyway. Yeah, just like that. It's reading. Well, it's reading the 5 3/8 inside jaw spread. So maybe that's perfectly legal. If so, that'd be amazing. Yeah, that's all coil springs. It's probably enough there to run a Coyote line. I'd tell him, maybe. Then this is all long springs. This is all large. This is all body grip. This is all the stop loss. That's all the mini ones. Okay, we'll do these body grips up now. All right. Now, 2 crates of body grips and we are all done. Got 1 viewer at the moment. Yeah, the last like 20 minutes. The first like 40 minutes we were doing really good. We dropped the viewer. Curious to know what my total views are gonna come to. Okay, yeah, like I'll show you right off the bat. That's all the body grips. They're all 110s and 120s. I brought my old time knife for it, but it's they're all really being held by those 2 black zip ties. Because I want to get a count on what I got for traps. So yeah. Give me just a second. I'll get these zip ties cut. Lucy! My tummy's wrong. Lucy! Come here. Good girl. Yeah, see, we only got like 3 acres here. She don't go nowhere. Come here, Lucy. Come here. I saved you some 2 zip ties. Okay, go do whatever you're doing. Yeah, I just want to make sure you were still here. Okay, so this is a 120. Took me a month of, well, like 2 months into the trapping thing to realize the difference in a 110 and a 120 is both 4 by 5 inch, or 4.5 by 4.5, I think, sorry. Yeah, this made in Korea 120 Duke. They ain't, you know, a Belle Isle 120, but I'll probably still build boxes for them for the Martin. So yeah, there's that. So I believe this is another 120 Duke. Yeah, 120 Duke trap. They'll be good Martin traps. Super ethical for a fisher? No, not really, but I can't afford to run an $18 Belle Isle in every trap, you know? It just can't do it. Another 120 Duke. But yeah, this is the first major haul I've got for trapping, and I plan to continue to progress and grow. There's a guy has Facebook Marketplace ad, again, no price, but has all kinds of body grips and footholds, basically what I got right here. And if I can get them from him, I'm gonna. Hopefully, being a young kid just getting into this stuff will be an advantage, and I can get an appropriate price. Because I ain't got much money, to be honest. You know, I have like $400 to my name, which, you know, for most young teenagers like myself, that's pretty good. But I could blast that 400 on trapping equipment in 10 seconds on F&T, the Minnesota Trap Line, one of those things. 400, about get me a dozen Belle Isle 330s. Okay, I believe this is a brand you don't hear a whole lot of, or I don't. It is Northwoods, and I'm gonna have to get a vise and seal that seam so that spring don't keep popping off. But I definitely intend to trap with this. feel like people are clicking on for like a millisecond, or maybe they're scrolling through lives, kind of like you can do. Oh yeah, maybe that's what those other ones were that had that bend to them. Northwood straps. That makes sense. But yeah, that's what this is. Northwoods 120. So that's gonna go in its own pile now, away from the Duke 120s. Because the guy said he had all kinds of 110s. I don't know if he understood or it just didn't matter to him. But yeah, these are like made in Korea. Duke 120. Yep. Yeah, like these are mainly 120s. Because there was a guy that had a good deal on 120s, and I was like, geez, that guy gave me mostly 110s. Now that I'm looking through these, I don't even know if that guy gave me any 110s. Oh no, there's 110 right here. Ooh, there's cable. Ooh. Oh yeah, there's 110s. I believe this is a... Yeah, comparing it to my brand new one, I believe this is a Duke, just from the looks. Yeah, this is a Duke 110. I do want to get their very highly, what's the word, sought after. That's the word we'll use, not the one I had earlier in mind. That has a swivel on it. Why put a swivel on a body grip trap? I mean, like, I ain't gonna judge, but like, what the heck, guys? What's a swivel gonna do you on a body grip trap? Bridger. Okay. Cool. This is my first Bridger body grip. Don't seem much different than the Duke, to be honest. So now we got a Northwoods, Bridger, and Duke 120 pile going on. So we put the Northwoods at the end, the Bridger in the middle, and the Duke at the close. Yep, another one Duke 120 trap. It says right on the dog. Usually they're engraved deep, especially on the brands that. Yeah, I've got a lot of Duke 120s stacking up. This is like one of those wicked thin spaghetti ones. Yeah, I don't say, but it only has a single notch on the dog. You got an earth anchor in here too, on a cable. See? That's what that cable was. Okay. Another menace. Another zip tie. Can't have none of that. It's such a long stream. With nobody watching. Put that away. Okay, we cut that zip tie off. We got one viewer. Thank you. Taking us off that dry spell of 0. We're going through. Oh, back to 0. I'm gonna stop thanking viewers for being on because that just gives them a reason to get off. People these days. Can't tell what it is. Doesn't matter. 110 body grip. I call them Connor Bears most of the time. But just for you guys, I call them body grips. Another 110. This is probably, geez, either a Duke or a Bridger. Can't make out what it says on the dog. I ain't gonna waste time. Another 110, another one of those really thin springs. The metal just ain't as thick as it is on the other brand. Okay. $110 Duke trap. You guys, the heck? Well, that's rusted on there with whatever you call those thingies, but it's got an earth anchor on it. What the heck? I didn't know people put. Looks like another Duke 110. I didn't know people put earth anchors on body grips. Yeah, hopefully the other one's different. I'm getting more 120s than 110s out of these body grips. I like the body grips because I know way more about them than I do the the footholds. Made in Korea. I ain't even gonna check the other side because I figured out Duke is Korean. Jeez, I don't know about this one. Yep, Duke. Another 110. Okay, this is the last of the fourth crate. The fifth crate, actually. Okay, so that's all. 3 more 110s. Now we're on to our final crate. I'll show you what we got going on. So that's Northwoods, Bridger, and Duke 120s. And that's 110s. That's our final crate. That's the coil spring traps. That's the stop loss. That's the long springs. That's the bigger ones. And that's other body grips, Conabeas. These are the, I can't remember what the collector's called, stop jumps or whatever. That's all basically same traps. We'll go through this and wrap this live up, even though nobody's watching. I continue to talk like there is people watching because there's at least 50% of the views I get on a live is after it's ended. So I'm going to treat you guys like you're watching right now. Okay, I believe these are like 150s. I've actually played with this one a while. That's why the triggers been, worked with like that. I believe that's like a, geez, that's big. That might be like a high 100s, might even hit the 200. Made in Taiwan. Northwoods. Probably like a 150. I had to guess. Maybe this is like a 280. I don't really know. That's big. That 150 fits inside that, whatever this one is. Okay, we're getting the larger body grips out to work with the smaller ones. Okay, so yeah, we got these two. This is a Northwoods. This is an, I don't know. Probably like a 180 or 280 or a 220. This is like a 150, I believe. Oh. Trigger. I think these are all zip tied, every one of them. Because I put the body grips in here. The footholds and stuff are already in milk crates. They give me the body grips in a tote and I put them in milk crates. Oh yeah, they're all being held up by that one little zip tie. Wow. It's actually making me sweat. Wow. There we go. Wow. That thing was ignorant. This is the final milk crate of traps. Korea. Duke 110. I believe this is like all 110, to be honest. Yeah, Duke trap. This one's probably mainly like 110s. This one I don't believe is. So rusty. Oh, we got a 120. 110. Duke. Toss it over there in the Duke 110 pile. Another 110. I want 22 minutes. Okay, let's get to this 120 Duke. Yeah, because I was almost going to go get those 110s and 120s because I didn't think I had much for 120s besides the Belle Isle. But no, I got a lot of 120s. Dukes, so. Because I want something ethical, but I also need something affordable. I want ethical, I need affordable. You know, so. I think this whole zip tie. All these traps being held here by one zip tie. Except for this one. Trigger's in the way of me opening this. Another 110. Now I need to, hopefully this one's easier. I believe this is the last zip tie, holding all of these rings at the end of these chains on these Conabias. Body grips, whatever you want to call them. I prefer Conabia. There, second try. Look at that. Man. All three of those are 120s. But we'll get to the ones that are loose at the moment before we try untangling them. That way more don't get tangled as we untangle them. Oh, that spring's coming right off. Safeties tangled in the other springs. Makes it hard to open them. Makes them impossible to open them. Hour and 25 minutes in. 0 views. That's a weird 120. Don't know what it says on it. I'm just gonna add it to one of the stacks. I don't care about the brands anymore. I just want to figure out how many, 120s I got, how many 110s I got. Wow. Can't seem to get this one. Yeah, I ain't gonna video going through all this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 6 more 120s to go through. I'm gonna wrap this up. So that's the 110s, the 120s, 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 stretchers, stretcher board, 330s, coil springs, more body grips, large footholds, long springs, stop loss, and round pan little things. Yeah, I'll figure out what the total number is and let you guys all know. But I think my lungs are like full of steel rust right now. You have anything to say for yourself, Luce? Huh? Here's a back view of this shelf. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. If you made it this far, there's 0 viewers, but like if you've watched through, you deserve a cookie if you've watched through and didn't skip. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. See you guys on whatever we do next. It'll be probably run my gums for another whole minute. I got a squirrel hunting video coming up, and then it's all ice fishing content. Maybe beaver trapping someday, or other trapping. I filmed when I got that weasel, but I didn't want to risk strikes. So, thank you.